All right, all things Tonga. Good morning. It is Wednesday today, and it is raining. Like they say back home, like cats and dogs, which is nothing new for Tonga. My plans for today is that I am going to a funeral talk outside by the gravesite. If I'm able to, I'll show you how that goes and capture whatever it is that I'm able to come across today. I had some work planned, but I'll have to postpone it until after the talk. So hope everybody's having a good day, and I will talk to you on the next clip. Alright, all things Tonga, cruise ships in town. I'm just gonna flip it around, get a picture of it. And it is raining so bad here. I feel bad for all the tourists. They're just gonna get a wet Tonga today. All in America. I am not walking today. I have a ride. Siona has been kind enough to pick me up today for the little funeral talk that we're going to.
What a day, calm day, but it's raining.
Alright, here is my driver today, my taxi driver.
Bill, hello delay. No good here in Tonga, it's raining. We just go have a tea at Taputu.
I'll tell you a little bit about Tongan tradition when it comes to funeral. Usually back home when we have a funeral, it's a simple thing. We go there, there might be a funeral talk, and everybody listens to the talk, and they go home, and some of the family go to the gravesite. So it's usually an event that passes by logistically pretty quick. It's not super complicated, but in Tonga it's a little bit different. When it comes to funerals, it's one of the biggest expenses that a Tongan family can have, because what it does is not only are they grieving for their family, but they have to carry the financial burden of feeding a lot of different people. So that's why that can just add on top of the burden of a funeral arrangement. So that's just one of the things that go on in the Tongan family. Is there anything else, Sione, regarding Tongan funerals?
Not really. It's only the traditions, like the burial. If you have your aunties and all that, they always have a say on the thing. You gotta bring all the mats and all the natus, tapa. Yeah. So, but I think this one here will be the little one, the short one. This funeral that we are taking today. There's a couple that have only one son, and there are only two of them. But now one passed away, but the wife is also very sick, so it's not gonna be a long one. And it's raining today.
So there you have it. Oh, and another thing about funeral arrangements as far as the body goes is that you can't just go anywhere and pay for a burial plot. That's not the way it works in Tonga. You actually have, the family usually have a place that the family gets buried in. So you see a lot of these grave sites, a lot of it's not just one family. It's generations of family on a lot of these plots as well. So, you know, a Tongan, and I'll show you some of these grave sites if we go to. A lot of them are decorated, and the families take care of it because to the Tongan people, if the grave site's not good, it reflects on the family. So a lot of it is the family feels obligated to make sure that the plot looks good. So that is just some of the traditions that go on with Tongan funerals and all that. But Accione mentioned the family that we're going to is really a simple family, and they've elected to keep things simple and not burden everybody with a lot of the funeral costs, because not only do the immediate family help with the material arrangement, monetary arrangement, but also the family contributes to it, such as bringing the mats and all that traditional stuff when it comes to Tongan funeral and burial arrangements. So, all right, I will see you on the next clip.
Porque tai tai rei ki mo tonu o e tau ngā mamahi i me mea whaiki o ai venu kei tari au. O e oa o e tutunu e kamata ake a hiwa a maotu e ka ausi ake a marama ka te tatu. O hiwa te tau hiwa aki o e to oia me e toi hiwa tau paboni a si o waki. Ai a toi hiwa ki ka te au ni manofu mātaha. Hiwa te au ni mātaha. O whakaweinga e neu o atunga e tohi a siope wa he tāwha me sa tonu ki tā nima hiwa taha nima taha.
mata e mate uike. Oi hai uhinga e te hoko ai e mate. Te hui hono wa, e tau tai doni he tohi kapu, oi hai ku unga o e mate. Nei doi tau he nehi ahoni. Sino ai le rito koto i whare. Hai ne taramai e he tohi kapu, te whaati me ku unga o ia e mate. A whaati whira tau unu lena, te hui te tau whireina te tāli mei he tohi kapu, o ko iaha ananaki, te ko naka angāti e aho mate. Tau tau te whito ka tau tō i Tonga ni ka wana maheni mo tohi kapu, ka wanga o me tohi kapu. Au ilo i lelei, a ulu ngana tōki mo a whaa si homa. E toto, saka maa ko tōni, maa loho. A koe tumu te mahu i ngata hatu, koe ulu ngana te whito i a hauwhare me reha, asi homa, koe ofa. Ini whakaukau e neki ai. Whakaukau e neka koe, kaukau te whito ka tōtong ngahi māti ka. E tala ngata, haa te ki i tamau a u ki se, o haa ki ho o whakaukau te mate. E te wato reni te tāma te. E tāma. Au ia taha hene e tāi ia. Ia taha i tehe taka taha koe. E ongo anga mahi ni ta tau e pete te hae tala ngata a eta whanau. A te iloto pete toko ni. A te iloto pete kupe mai. O whai ho tala reni taha te whakakoukou. Ia te ofa asi ho ba, o ki hete. Hala a tāte ni roto te mate, na i kai tau i he ene tau no a te mate hata. Ai mi hau te ne whihu. Pau na kai te tau no a si hoba, ka pau kai te roto si hoba te he mate, te ha poko ai mate. Hene ke ta whoki te he te hitapu, ke ta kāni te hei koia. Pau ni a se ene si, wahe ua, esa hane maki kasi. Uti pua desko ni, kata noi ka imu atama. Hahe si hongo fi mama ni hoko ko pala kaisi ka ni tupu kinao pia. Uha ne tau mua. Si hongo talau he desi. Ola se ne si wahe ua, desta hane ma. Ya te hane si hongo. Ai ave e si hongo ko o tua ai tangata, e ne tupu ia i he ngowe o uiheni. Ngowe i nia, ia mo toka ngā i. O anga i si hongo ko o tua, ai te kau koe liku he tangata. E lava ke te kai me he a tau kotoa te o e ngowe. Aia au te sai ia. Esta hitu. Ka koe a tau o e ilo, o e lele i mo e koe. Ua pau, e oua te te tai me iai. E i he aho te te tai ai me iai. O e mo ono, o te mata. Ma awa awa, a se tau na wangu ia i mo atama. Pai te riha katoa he, oua na te awa ki he. Hei mungu a, a te tai me iai, e te mata. O tāre o whiwhihu. O munua o e anga hawa. O mata. O sere te tau pēne o e si hova. Tonga se le si ai pe, mahe kou, a unu tene ki le stahina. O se me tala na taa, a ere hika si hova. Io e me ana e hoko. Le stahina, se le si mahe kou le stahina, te ke kai ai maa i he tatawa o ho mata. Ka ewa ke whoki ki he kere kere, hena e koko koe mei ai. Whoki ke, whoki ke ki he kere kere, hena e ngā, hena e whakatupuia mei ai. He koe efu koe, hea koe efu, o te whoki ki ai. Uhinga ia, na e hū mei ai mā te, i he māmani, i whakahina tala, tala taa, ai waki o mātua. Ai mahau te eko. Ia whakabare ia, tala taa i mo ātamo, hatau ke i mate ai ahoni. Itu kita tahu kita itu mesti kita tahu. Kau yang lama, ini mah, kita bisa tahu. Kau yang tahu lama, ini mah bisa tahu. Iya. Kau uji ngaya, hange tofu pe, kau fau mai talata taha. Ai hopo mai ai anga hawa ki mama ni pe mo mate. Fo I he anga hawa. Pe he ai ma fola ai mate I he kakai ko to atu. Uhi. Ona wa hawa ko. Uhi na wa mai mate ki aho. Ko uhi ngai kai he le ko ko ni ko mate. Tuku fa ha lo mai ni I mo a kama. Uwe sia ko to ai ta to fa I mai ta. Jadi kalau apa? Ada waktu yang lain.
All right, all things Tonga. So we just wrapped up the Pino Memorial. So now there's a procession to the burial grave. So I will flip it around and you can see that. All right, all things Tonga. That was the funeral procession, and that pretty much wraps up the activities of a typical funeral experience in Tonga. As you see, when they moved the body to the grave, they sealed it up, and the grave site is usually the place of where your family's buried. So in case he was buried with his father in that same grave, and as you can see by the graves next to it, what they do afterwards is that they'll seal it up and put some sand and then decorate it with flowers. And as I went to the Chinese shop the other day, you saw lots of flowers. Well, that is the reason that they sell flowers, is really to decorate on a lot of these grave sites. As far as the burial place goes, or where Kay is now buried, the vault, the next time they use that vault will have to be another 4 or 5 years. That's the typical waiting period for them to put another body in there. You know, obviously they can move. If another one of the family members pass away between that period, they can always bury it someplace else and then move the bones to that burial spot. So very interesting as far as how they take care of the deceased here in Tonga, but at the same time it's a respectful process. Alright, I will see you on the next clip. Hey, yeah. Those are some huge huacas right there. Again, some huacas like that, when they castrate them and get them to be that size, a lot of times those are reserved for like important events, such as funerals and different important occasions. That's why you can see some of these huge pigs roaming around Tonga, and believe it or not, they all know where they live. So yeah, just another interesting point about walking around in Tonga. Alright, all things Tonga, you're not gonna be surprised by this, that it's still raining. Let me flip it over. All these palm trees that you see here, believe it or not, I planted those like about 18 years ago or something, and that's what they look like today. So pretty awesome things grow. But just got back from that memorial of a friend of mine that I knew in passing for the last 20 something years, but he got a sudden illness and passed away. But what was nice is that his family chose to do a simple funeral. I mean, obviously the family does not have the money to throw an elaborate funeral like a lot of the Tongan families do when their loved ones pass away, which can cause them to fall into financial debt. But what I did appreciate about this, really, it was simple, and the malanga, the memorial talk was nice, and it just talked about the Bible's hope for the future of those that passed away. So it was a nice talk, and again, there was a lot of traditional Tongan customs that they followed, but at the same time, you know, they didn't put themselves in a bad position financially, put another burden on them, not including the burden that they already have of losing a loved one. And during that that funeral or that memorial, you saw a lot of a couple Tongans had some heavy mats over them and over their head. And what that is about is that those that are directly related to the deceased, those that have whether it be your mother, your father, your grandfather, so those in direct relations would wear all those heavy traditional mats. So that's why you saw a couple people with mats over their head and, you know, wrapped around in their body. One was actually the son and the grandson of the deceased. So just some interesting points on there. And today I am going to continue my work inside the backpackers unit, still putting up the mesh. Spent a lot of time yesterday repairing and filling some of that concrete work that was done. But I am gonna walk my way inside there, and then I'll show you a little bit of what I'm doing and what I hope to accomplish today. All right, so repaired, just kind of mudded some of the holes up there, and then did the same thing with some of the ceilings up here. There was a lot of holes that were created due to the lack of vibration up there. Hopefully I can start stuccoing soon. So, all right, I will see you on the next clip. I'll probably be filthy, sweaty, and the whole 9 yards. So, all right, talk to you soon.